Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Prodigy from Kilo23. Today we are checking out this guy. It's a ×3 magnifier. It's from AirsoftPeak.com. And as you know, I'm going to give this a grade at the end of the video, a number grade between 1 and 10. 10 being, go grab it right away. 1 being, forget about it. So, this is a ×3 magnifier. It's by a company called AIM. We're going to check this out here in a second. Now, when you guys get this magnifier, it comes in a little cardboard box. It says tactical sight on it. It's not technically a sight because it's a magnifier and there's actually no dot or reticle or anything like that. But it's by a company called AIM. I believe it's a China-made company because I've never heard of it before. And like I said, cardboard box. Really nice thing is it's going to come in this guy. AirsoftPeak actually puts a little bit more packaging in there because it just comes in a plastic bag in the box. And I'm really happy they put a little bit of this foam in there. To kind of keep it from basically getting scratched up or beat up, because in a cardboard box coming across the sea, it can take some damage. So thanks AirsoftPeak for packaging up a little bit more in there. Now this sight's not going to come with a whole lot. It really just comes with your Allen key here. This is adjustable for windage and elevation if you need to correct the adjustment with your sight at all, which is kind of nice. I really don't see a lot of magnifiers for the airsoft world that do that, so it's a nice feature. Now aside from that, it's an unusual sight. I'm still kind of deciding what kind of grade to give it in the end here, because I've used it with a lot of dot sights, and to be completely honest, I can't really find a dot sight that's about the same height as the magnifier here so it lines up properly. A lot of the sights I use, they're kind of just a couple millimeters too high or too low, or they're really too high. It's a difficult game finding a sight that'll work with the mount this comes with. Now thankfully, the Allen key you get, obviously you can unscrew the mount and just use the magnifier and put it on some other kind of mount or riser that'll get you the height you want. So it's not a big deal at all. But the mount it comes with is a little unusual. So let's talk about the mount before we actually talk about the optic itself. Now the way this guy actually mounts on here, you mount this on your gun, and when you want to release it, you pull this lever down, twist it, and it'll come off the mount. So this will stay on your gun, and this will actually come off. So it's not like a flip to the side mount, it's basically a remove it mount. And to put it back on, you just put it back on the peg, twist it around, and it locks into place really well. It doesn't wobble, it doesn't rock back and forth at all. It's very solid on the mount it comes with. So it's kind of a cool mount. You end up having to leave the magnifier in your pocket or in a pouch somewhere if you're not using it, and if you don't want it in your gun. And when you do want it to go on your gun, you just snap it on there and it's set and you're ready to go. Now let's talk about the optic itself. I'm just going to take this mount off and set it down here. It's an unusual mount, I'll give it that. I'm not super familiar with magnifiers, so there's a mount on the bottom here where you're actually able to probably mount it to something else, maybe like a helmet piece or something, or some kind of other mount that I'm not familiar with. So that's kind of an option there. It does have a rubber coating ring here, so it's very easy to grip, very comfortable. It's actually quite soft and squishy, so that's kind of cool. The back does have a flip-up cover, so when you're not using it, you can at least protect the back lens, but the front lens, unfortunately, does not have a flip-up cover. Now, let's talk about the eye relief on this guy. It's not a whole lot. I can get really close here and still have good vision, or I can back away maybe a couple of inches here, which, roughly right here, and still kind of get pretty decent vision in here. I mean, the field of view for it isn't a whole lot, but then again, you're looking through your dot sight. And I found that zooming in on your dot sight with a ×3 magnifier really enlarges that dot, so when you're actually shooting at someone, you end up aiming at their torso, not a part of their body with a dot. You really aim at the entire person when you shoot at them with one of these magnifiers. This is a 30mm tube on here, so a lot of scope rings fit on here, and I'm sure you can find a quick detach one out there. The magnifier is not bad for $49.99 on AirsoftPeak.com, so if you want, grab one of these and just grab some scope rings, maybe a quick detach one specifically for this one, so that way if you're putting this behind a dot sight or anything like that, you can just whip it off real fast and not have to worry about lining this up height-wise with whatever other sight you have. Because chances are, the ones I have, I couldn't get to work. Now, what I did get to work was actually, this is an NC Star dot sight here. It's a red, green, and blue dot. Kind of cool. And this is a scope mount I got. It's got both rings on here, and it's all one piece. So what I did was I was actually able to remove the mount on this slide it into here, and it all lines up perfectly. That way I'm able to get the dot sight and the magnifier flush, or remove them a little bit. So I've got a lot of options here from just using different scope mounts. But the mount that came with this, if you can find a dot sight that lines up well with this, kudos. You're doing a great job. Unfortunately, the ones I have just didn't work with it. So with all that taken into account, the magnifier itself is great. I like it a lot. Obviously, more expensive ones out there are going to be a little bit nicer, even real still ones, but you're paying a heck of a lot more. $49.99 for this guy is not bad at all. I feel it's more of an entry-level magnifier than anything else. The mount on it is, if you can find a dot sight to line it up with, fantastic. Otherwise, I'd pick up a different mount for it, because I couldn't find anything to line up with. I wish it came with a front cover just in case, but I know it's not really necessary, and it really wouldn't fit on this particular one with the mount here. But I'm glad it at least came with a rear lens cover like this. So I'm going to go ahead and give this guy probably a 5.5. You know what? Actually, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. 6 being its the physicality of it is great. It's got a lot of mount options. The screws on the bottom here for whatever mount that goes to. 30mm tube, so you can put it on a lot of different scope ring mounts or anything like that out there. It's a cool option here, having the twist and remove with the mount it comes with, but sadly it just didn't line up with anything. And I really wish there was like an adjustable height one out there or something like that, so it could line up with a number of different mount or dot sights. So that'd be fantastic. So just for the mount really that it comes with, I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Otherwise, fantastic magnifier. If you feel like it, go to AirsoftPeak.com, pick one up for yourself. They're not bad at all. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Prodigy Kilo 23. Link for this item is in the description. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Prodigy Kilo 23. If you want to check this out, link is in the description, so give that a click, and it'll take you to the website on AirsoftPeak.com. Thanks, guys, and take care.